Gimme.
They got a little gimmick going on.
Yeah,
over
they're the Apple of the gaming world for sure, man.
but did you guys peep the little leak sheet that was tossed out for like some of the Sony dates and stuff like that? Did you see anything interesting on there that that caught your eye?
So the first thing I noticed was Hitman. I was like, okay, that told the truth. So this probably is real. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the first thing I noticed. And then the second thing I noticed was
Returnal. That one.
Returnal. That one was in March, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that one's true. I saw Stray. I vaguely remember that game. That's the one where you're in the city with the cat.
Right.
And I think that one is.
We didn't have a date for that.
2021.
That's October.
Oh, that one's October.
This year, 2021.
So yeah, 2021. Sorry,
Yeah. We had no date for that. We had no date.
And then
for
what's
that.
the RPG by Square Enix? That one was 2022.
Project Athia.
Project Athia.
That's
the
2022.
one I was really waiting for.
It said January.
Yeah, it said first quarter.
January 2022.
January 2022.
So that one I got excited for. I was like, that's closer than I thought.
We didn't know any of these dates.
No.
That's what's shocking. Like, and it's not just like a year; it's the month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's pretty crazy, and it's first of all, Sony did this at the end of their CES presentation, and then they went back and re-edited their video and cut out the dates that aren't officially announced. So they only left the ones that we know, like Horizon and Returnal.
Oh, so some of these other ones on there had been removed. Okay.
So this is the shot before they removed it.
Once it's on the internet,
and I'm pretty once on the internet, it's gone. It's ours.
Yeah.
And I think we know these are legitimate. These are legitimate.
Yeah.
Because all the other dates are perfectly spot on that we know.
Yeah.
These are all legitimate. So I'm pretty sure we can say with 100% certainty these are legitimate. And the ones I was really shocked about was, well, for one, Pragmata was like shocking to me. Like we saw that at the PlayStation Experience showcase.
Right.
You know, that was like the weird one. It's like a Capcom, like a Kojima type game with the spacesuit and the gadgets on the spacesuit and the little girl and like the little girl. You don't remember that?
I don't know if I did that. That was when we went in 2017? Or when
no,
that
just
was
last year. Just last year they showed that.
It was like a small little clip. It wasn't.
Yeah,
like
it was only a CGI clip, no gameplay.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
It looked really cool. It looked like a Kojima game to me, like verbatim to me. I don't know what it is. They were wearing the spacesuit,
right?
Yeah, and it had like the weird gadgets and it had the same exact art and CGI as Kojima games do.
Right.
But we had no idea anything on that. Anything. And this says 2023. So that's 2 years away. Like that's early. I was like, that's so early to announce a game. That's like really nowhere near. We got to wait all this year, all next year, and then sometime in 2023. Like how early is that? Like that was crazy early to me.
And it might be like mid or like late 2023 if they're really trying to make sure that it's good. You know what I mean? So
yeah. And one thing I was trying to do, I was like, okay, do we have something like every month, you know, that we can look forward to?
Seems like every quarter you do, not quite a month.
What's weird is we don't know when Ratchet and Clank are coming out.
Yeah,
I thought we knew when that was. I thought it was first quarter, right?
Well, it was supposed to. It was almost advertised as if it was going to be a launch game, but then that got pushed back.
Yeah.
And so,
that's true.
I mean, maybe it's becoming a bit more difficult than we think to have all of these worlds instantly open. You know what I mean? Maybe it's taking a little bit. Maybe it's taxing, or maybe there's a lot more bugs than they thought. You know what I mean? Because it was almost presumed. Because I think every time a Ratchet and Clank has been introduced, it's been a launch title or something like that, or very close to launch. But yeah, this is getting pushed. So
yeah, it is weird too to
it might
see
be like end of the year.
Gosh, I hope not, man.
Maybe like a holiday type.
I
of
could have swore, like you said, that it was totally going to be like launch window. I thought they said launch window.
Right.
I guess not. But I don't know if I like Returnal and Kenna both launching in the same month. I'd rather them spread that out and like have a launch in March, a launch in April, a launch in May, and then a launch in June.
Especially for it to be two indie houses launching in the same month. But
yeah, and then Solar Ash, we had no word on that. That's June, and then Little Devil's July.
Yeah, so I was definitely excited
and the
to hear a release date for
Ghostwire Tokyo is October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
October?
Yeah.
Ghostwire.
Yeah, it's October 2021.
So
Yeah.
It's a nice little string.
So I mean, for one, I was, Kenna was like one of my most anticipated games of
Yeah.
this year. So I was stoked to see that it would be coming so early. You know what I mean? As March, and then for Little Devil Within, for that one to be later on in I think June or July. July, yeah. So I was cool. I was excited about that too because I've been looking forward to hearing more about that. So I know that as we get closer to the release date, we're gonna get more clips and information and stuff like that of it. And
that's actually like a better date than I was expecting.
You thought
for
it'd
Little
be like
Devils
a little later?
I just wasn't expecting a summer release. Like
I think that's like Q2, right?
We don't
Or is
really
that
get
Q3?
summer releases.
I don't remember.
That would be Q2, I think.
Yeah, I don't
or
know
it's close.
exactly
It
when
might be
stopped.
early
Yeah, it might be,
Q3.
like, borderline.
But actually, I think it's early Q3, like just at the very beginning, right? July
Right.
probably starts Q3.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was expecting more holiday time. I don't know. We just don't seem. It seems like games either launch before or after summer.
Mhm.
It
That's
doesn't
true.
traditionally doesn't seem like we really get a lot of game launches in the summertime. Like it happens, but they're a lot more rare. And so I've always in the past always used the summer to catch up on games that I didn't get to play during the previous year.
Right.
Because there's not really a lot of new things coming out in the summertime.
Kinda dries
and then
out a
the
little bit.
holiday season, you got the whole plethora of launches.
That's true.
And then that kind of carries over into the early next year, and then you have that dry spell in like late Q2, early Q3.
Mhm.
And so to see that we're going to get something this summer is like super exciting because we hadn't heard anything on Little Devils Inside like at all since that showcase either, like nothing.
Right. Yeah, and I just saw like a random video, that I was coming across, and it was talking about some details of the Little Devil Within. So, I mean, that was interesting that it would pop up like right after this little thing was shown. But
I didn't even know that game was going to be open world. It's clear, supposedly it's an open world game.
right, and
didn't know that either.
survival, and it
which
looked like it
is-
was dope.
Yeah.
And I really want to play it.
Yeah.
So
It excited me once, and you were telling me even more things that excited me about it. So
Yeah.
it's on my radar too now. We didn't even mention it in our most anticipated.
no,
It might have got replaced by something if
because
we had
I was
known.
thinking that was
Yeah.
going to be like a 2022 type of release or
Yeah.
something like that because we hadn't heard anything
Same.
about it.
And if you
know?
notice on here, what's shockingly missing? God
Elden
of
Ring
War.
is gone, and
God
Oh,
of
right,
War
right,
is
God
not
of
on
War.
that list.
Yeah.
Dang, that sucks.
I'm not convinced we're getting that this year. I know they said 2021, but
Sorry.
I'm just not convinced that we're getting it.
Yeah, that's a bummer if that's true.
Because that's like the one game that from CES that I think that is not mentioned here. I think everything else that we were looking for is
Yeah.
mentioned here.
I mean, honestly, all we've seen was their little emblem,
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
And who knows if that was
That's
like
all they.
fan-made or
Isn't that
whatever,
weird? Because like we got more for Fable, and we know Fable isn't anytime soon.
Yeah.
And supposedly this is next year. That's what's so weird about it. Like
Yeah.
if a game's coming out in 1 year, you at least have something.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
have
they
some
had a whole
trailers.
cinematic trailer for Pragmata, and that's 2023.
Right.
So what's going on with God of War?
They had
man?
a whole
don't know
cinematic
what's
trailer
going
for
on.
Project Athia. You know what I mean? Like there was a whole bunch of
Oh,
trailers
yeah,
for
That's
stuff,
true.
and all you did was get like the symbol for Ragnarok.
Yeah, Project Athia is 2022. Yeah, and we got actual gameplay for that.
hmm
You're right. And then all they got was a symbol. That's why people speculate: is it just going to be like a Miles Morales add-on to God of War, or like is it going to be like a full-on game?
Yeah.
What's the deal here? Is something's in weird. I don't know.
Yeah, that wouldn't make
thing.
any sense if they were to take a title, like God of War. This is one of the main bread and butters, I guess, and then just do like a small add-on.
That's what they kind of do with Spider-Man, but yeah, I don't know. I would hope they don't do that, but it's just something fishy
Yeah.
about it that makes me think something is off. I don't know. I can't tell you, but it's interestingly missing from that list. So
Yeah, my only thing about Kenna coming out in March is that I follow I follow Ember Labs on Twitter, so they're always tweeting stuff, and I'm always looking at things, and people are asking them questions and stuff like that. So I know that when they first release, there won't be a physical copy of it.
only digital.
There's
huh?
only going to be a digital copy.
That
Because
sucks.
they are an indie studio,
Right.
and that's normally the way it goes. Mortal
True.
Shell, whatever,
True.
So it'll be. It's kind of hard to decide. Do I want to wait and get a physical copy when they eventually come out with one, or do I just want to get a digital? You know what I mean, and have
Right.
it like that.
Returnal's
'Cause
gonna
I'm not
have a
trying to buy it
physical copy.
twice. Returnal is?
Yeah, on Amazon there's I
It's
believe.
Well, because that one's gonna be
$70,
70, so
so-
of course.
You gotta pay for the case and the disc. It's
Did
I'm
they say they
curious
can price it,
what
or
Kenna's
they've
gonna
been
cost,
holding
man.
it private?
Kenna has kept that price clutch to the chest, dude. They're not telling you what that price
You
is.
know they are toying with.
They're
Please
trying
don't-
to figure
please
it
don't be
out.
70.
but
You
I
know
think
they are toying with.
I'm hoping that they're
gouging
gonna
us
be
on
around the 30, but
Refresh my
we'll
memory.
see.
Is it
No,
PS5
40, I think.
Will it be on the PS4
It's
or PS5 exclusive?
I think they are releasing it on the PS4.
Yes.
I
Alright,
think it's
cool.
PS5.
Damn.
Timed
Sure.
exclusive, I think. It's a timed exclusive. I know that.
So it won't be on the PS4 at all.
I don't think so. It will though.
Maybe
Actually,
eventually.
it might only be next gen. To be honest, I don't know if it's going to be previous gen at all. But I do know that it's also going to be a timed exclusive, not a total exclusive. So it will come to
Just
Xbox.
like Project Athia, I believe,
yeah,
is also
just like
like
Project
that.
Athia is also
Okay.
a timed exclusive. Yeah.
No, PS4, PlayStation 4, PlayStation
Oh
5.
wow!
Yeah. So I mean,
And
if I buy it,
PC.
yes.
PC eventually.
And PC
so.
eventually.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if it'll
Nice.
exactly come out.
Hoping for $30, man.
You know, at the same time.
You think 30? I think 40.
I said hopeful.
It's gonna.
I don't know.
think
I don't know.
what I'm hoping is 40. I mean, that'd be a dream to get it for 30.
40?
I think.
40, yeah.
But I think
That's more
40 is
realistic.
what I think they would ask.
If they
Um,
gave it to me for 30, and then they came out with some expansion type of like DLC or something like that,
I
still
think
be okay
40 is
with
a
that.
fair price. Honestly, I think 30 is underpriced.
Yeah.
But I think 40 is fair, and I think they'll gouge us for 10 more and do it. Matt Miles did and charge us 50.
Because if they charge us 40, they still make the same amount as if it was 60 in the store. You know what I mean?
Right.
They still get the same cut of it. So
Mhm.
But I think they'll gouge us and try to get 10 more out of us and charge us
Maybe.
50. I
And
think.
just do a solid.
I mean, look
50.
what they did with Returnal. Come on,
dude,
Yeah.
that game must be huge. We'll see what happens.
I'm
with
I'm
Returnal.
really waiting to see
For
reviews on that
$70,
game,
it better
dude.
be
Yeah,
We gotta
huge.
see these reviews, man.
yeah, we gotta
Like,
see these reviews.
Once
Yeah.
these reviews come out, we'll really see if it's like.
I'll tell
worth
you
it.
what, though, man, there isn't anything coming out until that. Like it's a dry lake.
Persona,
Mhm.
5 Strikers.
That's a PS4 game. I'm talking about like PS5
That is a
exclusive
PS5.
games. I'm talking about next gen.
He's talking about
games.
just strictly.
Oh,
exclusive.
got you, got
like
you.
a
got
Kenna
game
ain't
for next
exclusive,
gen.
but-
Gotcha.
You know, like Godfall, Demon Souls, something that's like next gen for the system. Like we don't have anything like that until Returnal comes out. So
Yeah.
it's a dry lake. You know.
That's true.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
Most people are still trying to get next gen, myself included.
yeah, that's true.
So-
That's true. It doesn't really
so-
matter to the majority of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
so.
I love you, me.